Hey, what's going on, guys? So this morning, the plan was to wake up, go for an hour-long bike ride on the bike, not the stationary bike, so that way I can continue to just get familiarized with handling the bike, getting my fueling sources from like the bottle racks. So I was going to do an hour-long bike ride and then hop off the bike right after that hour-long ride and then go straight into an hour-long zone 2 run. It's still storming and raining out right now, so we're going to let the storm pass, and I'm going to work on some other stuff. So for, I would say, probably 8 to 9 months, I was outsourcing, having somebody do our ads on the website and on social media and stuff like that. I was having him run all the ads, and honestly, like, bootstrapping a business is, and when I say bootstrap, like, I mean, I turned this business, Alpha Country, from a $40,000 investment that I did with my own money from savings from the military, and I put 100% of my marbles into this. And I haven't taken any investments from anybody. Nobody has given me any money to continue to run this. And with that, as you grow, when you're not having investments from other people and being able to use these large sums of money, cash flow becomes it can become a nightmare. And kind of that's what we're in right now. Why does it cause that? Well, as you grow, you have to get into bigger spaces. So when I was running the business out of my house, I didn't have any warehouse rent. And when we moved into a warehouse, we acquired this almost $7,000 monthly payment to this warehouse that I was running the business off of without that. And so that warehouse rent and those things that you pick up as you grow, that cuts into being able to bring new products and restocking products that you guys like to have. And I'm always trying to figure out ways that we can open up some more money, so that way we can bring a new flavor or a new design of apparel. I mean, we launched women's apparel this year, so that, again, it requires more money. That's all that really business is how much money do you have to continue to bring the products that your customers love, and how much money do you have to be able to bring new products that you want to bring from just a vision and an idea to an actual physical product. And with us, we're not just one company, or we're not just one like genre of company. We create and formulate supplements. We create and have apparel for men and women made. And then we also have to do a lot of media stuff. That is, like, when you're running a e-commerce business and you're running a business all online, like, the amount of money and time that goes into producing content to push out to you guys for, products that we're bringing, to show off the products, and then things to motivate and inspire you as well. Like, all of that stuff costs money. And I was taking a look at it a couple weeks ago, and it's like, you know what, we could save some money if I would just figure out how to run the ads myself instead of paying somebody else how to do that. So this morning, instead of going for the bike ride and run, that's going to be pushed to the right a little bit, and I'm going to take the time this morning, the next couple hours, to learn how to do these ads. And I've just got to the point where there's nothing that I don't think that I'm capable of learning. And that is not cockiness. It's just, when you risk time and time again, and bet on yourself to be able to do something, you realize that if you're willing to put in the work and you're willing to learn and you're willing to put in the time to learn a new skill, you can learn anything. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to learn how to set up and run ads on social media and things like that to where we can continue growing. And ads are a big producer when it comes to getting people to the website, getting people to figure out, who your brand is and find out who your brand is and things like that. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing this morning. But first, I wanted to show you guys the breakfast that I'm going to be eating this morning. So we got 2 pieces of toast with honey, bananas, and almond butter. And then I've got some eggs with a little bit of cheese and some ham in there. So that is my breakfast for this morning. If you guys saw in the last video, I showed you guys my oatmeal breakfast that I like to eat. And honestly, this is the stuff that I'm talking about. Like, this is a healthy breakfast. It doesn't have to be boring, and it doesn't have to be the same thing every single day to where you get tired of it and it becomes more of a chore than actually enjoying healthy, good food. So the nutrition piece is the biggest factor in everything. And if you choose to eat, BS food, and you choose cereal every single morning, you choose donuts and fast food and stuff that you just is not going to progress you and get you to the place that you want to be at, whether it's a performance thing or a look thing. These are the types of things that really, really matter. And you can work your ass off and you can train as hard as you possibly can, but unless you have some crazy genetics where you can eat whatever you want, you're not going to feel and perform and look the way that you want to. So I'm going to start learning this stuff and enjoy this breakfast, and then I'll see you guys when we go out to do training. All right, I'm going to the storm is pretty much past, so the ground's still a little bit wet, but we're going to go out there and do it. So I'm just getting everything ready to go. I'm going to do an hour ride, an hour run. So I'm gonna get my fuel right now ready to go. So for this ride, I'm gonna do 2 scoops of Stay Ready Endurance to give me the carbs, sodium. It's actually not too hot out, so I probably won't sweat too much, just because being on the bike, like the wind is blowing, like you don't sweat a bunch versus like just straight running in the heat. But I'll mix this up. And then I'll put this in my little shaker cups on the little squeeze bottles, like on the bike. Have those ready to go. Have my shoes. Phones. Don't really need that. So this is all that I really need. Got my shoes for afterwards. All right. Let's go get the bike in the truck real quick. All right, I want to show you guys my bike really quick. So I started out with a tri-bike, and I switched over to a road bike. So this is a Cervelo, and really I don't know shit about it because I'm just not the type of person that really cares too much about it. I go to the store, I listen to the professionals that know about this stuff, and they got me all fitted on the bike. I've rode it a couple times, and now it's just getting familiarized with it until October, and getting as much time as I possibly can to feel comfortable on this thing, because this is brand new to me. I haven't consistently rode on a bike since I was a kid, between 10 and 14, 15 years old, and then I got a car, and so I could drive, and then pretty much just stop riding a bike. But that's honestly the best thing about this, is that all of this stuff is new. it's a new challenge for me. It's awesome to be like the new guy and to have to really focus on where I'm at being on this thing, because when I'm just lifting weights and doing things that I've been doing for a really, really long time, I don't get that same feeling. I'm lifting weights and I'm thinking about business stuff. I'm thinking about personal stuff that's going on, or I'm thinking about all this, stuff that I have to do the rest of the day. And between the biking and the swimming, it's the first time in a long time that I have felt where I'm just completely present. It's very similar to the feeling of being at the range and doing training in the military, where like you cannot be thinking about anything else except what you're doing in that moment. So this is the bike. I'm gonna throw the Stay Ready Endurance in here, and then I've got a GoPro attached to here. Well, the DJI Action 5 Pro, I have that attached to here. I just got that attachment. And just so you guys know, this is MJ and I filming all of this stuff. We've been filming and taking pictures for the business and everything on social media for the past 4 years. And we've had a couple contractors and worked with some other people, but at the end of the day, in order for us to get this kind of stuff and show you guys as much as you guys want to see, then we have to do it ourselves. So MJ is, learning the cameras and all that kind of stuff. So we're definitely making a big effort to try to understand all this stuff to get you guys, the best content. So with that being said, we really appreciate you guys watching and, following this journey, and that's what makes this awesome. And we hope that it inspires you to go do something that is foreign to you, brand new, you have no idea how to do it, and you just jump in and you figure it out, because that's what we're doing. So that being said, we got my helmet here. This is a Cask helmet. I don't know much about these brands, but these are the clip-in shoes. These are the RC5s or RCSs, and the brand is Shimano. So these clip in to the bike pedals, and then once you're clipped in, you're stuck in there unless you clip out. So don't fall. That's kind of the name of the game. But all right, let's get this in the truck, and I'll show you guys my little ghetto rig for the truck too. All right, so I don't have a bike rack, so what I did was grab some 550 cord, and then I'm just going to loop this around, hook it in here, just like this. Just tie a little knot. Just like that. You don't need all the fancy stuff all the time. If I can save some money and do it with 550 cord, that's what I'll do. All right. Showing you guys a little sneak peek of something that's coming with Alpha Country. I've been designing this vest for a year and a half now, and I finally got everything right that I wanted to, and it's in production right now. Should be about another month to 2 months before you guys are able to buy this, but this vest is loaded, and what it's going to come with is obviously the vest. You got 2 zipper pockets here, you have pockets here for your hydration, a front pocket, another front pocket, pocket on the side, pocket on this side, and then on the back you've got a zipper pocket to store all of your stuff in here, and a hydration pocket for there, and that loops up into here so you can put the straw over on your right or left side. So it's not just going to be the vest that you get, you're going to get these water bottles too that have our logo on it as well. So these are 500 milliliter water flasks, and you're going to have two options for straws. So you're going to get this straw that comes with it, and then you're also going to get this straw as well. So if you like to have that straw to where you don't have to crank your neck all the way down, you're going to have that. And so it'll be the vest, 2 water flasks, 2 of these lids, and 2 of these lids. So be looking out for that. Alright, that was 58 minutes, 50 seconds, 15 and a half miles. So, I'm gonna get a quick change into my running shoes. And this is another thing that is like, from what I can tell, I've never done a triathlon, but is very important, is the exchange from swim to bike and then bike to run. That's something that we're not quite there to work on right now. We're just starting with this and swimming technique, things like that. We still have until October to get ready for it, but just the basics is what you need to perfect, in my opinion. That's what I did as a Green Beret. I was really, really good at the basics. So trying to get the basics down, but yep, talking too much. Let's go get our running shoes on and go for our run.
right, just finished up. That was an hour-long run directly after the bike. 6.7 miles. It was 8-minute and 58-second pace. Now we're gonna go home and eat.
Did you find your heart rate change at all doing an hour bike and then a run right after?
Yeah, this shit wasn't accurate anyways because I forgot my heart rate strap. So probably didn't stay in zone 2. I was probably in between zone 2 and zone 3. It was hot and then it started to rain, so I felt good, like cooled off a little bit. I didn't prepare properly and have water bottles to run with, so this was a big learn. This is my first bike and then right into a run for besides like stationary stuff at the gym. But yeah, learned a lot. I need to prepare a lot better, and next time it'll be better. So, but that's it. It was like a, let's see what the bike was. So the bike was 15.57 miles in 59 minutes. And then directly after that, 6.7 mile run in an hour. No, for this, I would have, I should have had my 2 handheld water bottles, my 2 bottles filled in the bike, which I did with Stay Ready Endurance, so that was good. I was fine during the bike, and then started to pay the price on the run. There's a lot of hills on this like path, and very, very little just like flat straightaways. So those hills kick my ass every time. They just blow up my quads. So not being hydrated and not staying on top of it because of piss poor planning, that's what you that's what you get. That's what I expect to happen when I don't prepare the right way. So yeah, I'll do better next time, and it'll be faster, it'll be more efficient. I'll have all my shit put together, and this is just a learning curve. So yep, let's go back to the house and eat.
Tell us how that really felt.
Oh, shit's hard. Shit ain't easy.
How'd that rain feel though?
Yeah, the rain felt good. It was like probably like 85 degrees when we first started, and like moving on the bike is cool because you got the wind blowing, shit like that. You're cruising at like, 15 miles an hour. Feels good. But I didn't, realize how heavy my legs are gonna be jumping off the bike going straight into the run. That's what I was telling you in the car. It's like shit that you just don't know until you try it. You don't know what your body's gonna feel like, be like, whatever, until you try it. That's why I love this shit. It's fucking hard and it challenges you. That's simply, like I was just telling you, that's why I do this shit, because it's like biking, swimming, that is a new challenge for me. It's something that I have not been practicing. When you look at like how long I've been lifting weights or running from being in the military and running, doing the ultras, like it's all new, and it's fucking fun. It's fun to, suck at something and be scared and not understand what you're getting yourself into, and then start to progress and get better at it. And I'm like just getting started with this shit, so I can't wait to show you guys the whole process up until the half Ironman in October. So I hope that this inspires you guys to fucking step out of your comfort zone and do shit that is a challenge and is scary to you, and just jump right in, just start, and you'll get better at it the more you practice. All right, so right now I don't really have like the appetite to eat like right away, but we gotta swim here in a little bit, so I'm gonna try to get it down. But first, I'm gonna go with some electrolyte creatine. Get 1 scoop of that. I'm just gonna show you guys everything that I'll prep. So 1 scoop creatine electrolytes, and then during my meal, I'm gonna have my reds and greens. So 1 scoop of greens, and I'll show you why I do this. Well, I mean, I'll just tell you. So this meal does not have fruits and vegetables in it, right? So I need to take a supplement so that way I get my fruits and vegetables, which is what reds and greens are. And biggest thing is that I was diagnosed with IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome, right? So I have a lot of stomach issues. I don't know if it's from being in the military, like, you know, just living that lifestyle, but the reds and greens really help me control my stomach problems and keep me from being bloated, keeps my digestion system just, you know, working properly, in my opinion. And I really do notice it when I don't take it. So and then I got all my vitamins here. We're out of the Stay Ready multivitamin, but that is in here. I got my Stay Ready joints, turkesterone, brain gains, test booster, and then I have, it's not today, but I'll do my TRT shot. That's like a testosterone blend of cypionate, enanthate, and propionate. So it's just TRT, man. It's not steroids. Like, it is to get my levels to be at a functioning fucking 30-year-old level. You know, that's what it is. So, and then yesterday I took the day after I do my stick, and clomiphene and anastrozole, which is just estrogen blockers. So if you have any questions about that, send me a DM, email me, comment below. I use Core Medical Group. Been using them for the past 4 years now. So they're big military, law enforcement, first responder supporters. Just awesome dudes all around. They have some amazing guys that are a part of that company. So I'm not affiliated with them whatsoever. Like, they don't pay me to talk about this shit. I just think that you guys deserve transparency and to know that, like, TRT is not like this. You can't abuse it to take it like you're getting black market shit off, like, for steroids, right? So you're monitored by a physician. You get blood work done regularly to make sure that your test levels are where they need to be at. And if you're a male and you're over 30 and you haven't checked your test levels and you're wondering why you're not feeling like yourself, you don't want to work out, you don't, have mental clarity, things like that, like, you're not getting proper sleep, you don't have an appetite to eat, like, I recommend it to people all the time that come up and talk to me at the gym or message me online. Like, that is something that I think every male over 30, that they should at least get their levels checked and get checked out. But down the hatch, oh, some dog here and there. All right, let me show you. I don't want to chug that right now because some will be all fucked up. But for meal prep, for my next 3 meals during the day, like, yeah, this is probably boring to a lot of people, but I love tacos, man. So I made these 3 taco bowls with 200 grams of rice in there, 150 grams of lean ground beef. And then this is not sour cream. It looks like sour cream, but this is Greek yogurt. Super good for you. And it's got a lot of protein in there. And then I have this pineapple mango salsa. So this is what I'm going to eat the rest of the day. I don't need to show you guys, but I made these, so this is, I put in the work this is what I talk about. You put in the work to meal prep and get these things all ready to go. The likelihood, unless you have just zero discipline and zero care about yourself, you're not going to go eat some bullshit because you've prepped your meals. And why not enjoy the work that you put in and get the results that you're looking for, but it does take you getting ahead, you know what I mean? And prepping meals is something that is very, very in our control. So I'm going to eat one of these meals. I'm going to drink the rest of that electrolyte creatine and then drink the reds and greens and do some work on the computer and then get ready to go to the lake. So we're going to head out to Adventure Lake Fantasy Park. Right? Is that what it's called?
Fantasy Lake Adventure
Fantasy
Park.
Lake Adventure Park. If you guys are local to the Raleigh area, man, you guys have seen videos of me swimming in this lake. It's absolutely beautiful. And their not grand opening, but the first day of the season is May 17th. So we're going to head out there probably the 24th on Memorial Day weekend to bring the kids out there and just go enjoy ourselves. So if you're in the Raleigh area, like, go there May 24th and we'll see you there. So, but yeah, we're going to eat and then we're going to go to the lake. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Come here, baby. Come here, let me show you off. This is my best friend right here.
What?
Yeah, this is my baby girl. You say hi, everybody. Hi. Yeah. This little girl saved my life, for sure.
Did you not also save hers?
And I saved her life multiple times. Yep. I love you. You stay down. You stay down. Gotta take my shoes off.
Because I know people will ask, how do you like those on-cloud runners?
Pretty good. I like them a lot. They took a little bit to break in.
You ran the 50 miler in Moab in...
I ran the Hoka Speed Goats, I think is what they were called.
Okay. What do these feel like compared to those?
Well, those are trail shoes, so a lot different. They have a different bottom. They have like the traction, like grippy bottoms, and these are more like soft, cushiony. I mean, I really like the Saucony, whatever the fuck I call them, the endorphin speeds. Those were really nice. But yeah, I mean, these do fine. I used the Ultra, the ones with like the plated shoes. I used those for a little bit. Didn't really see what all the hype was about for fucking $300 pair of shoes, but shit. I guess all shoes are like super expensive like that now, but I mean, these are cool. I'll probably need to get a new pair of shoes in like a month or two, just because running on pavement, your shoes just like, you just got to cycle through those, versus like the trail, it's not really tearing up the bottom of the shoes too much. You're running on like dirt and things like that. But yeah, I mean, I definitely miss the trails though, just because it's like being out in the woods all by yourself, nobody's out there. And then, I don't know, man, people are just assholes. Like, you run by somebody and you wave at them and they just look at you like you have a dick on your face, and it's just like, okay, fuck me, I guess, you know? But then you'll see the next person and they'll wave to you, so it's like, it's very easy to just be like, fuck it, I'm not saying hi to anybody. But I like fucking saying hi to people, you know? And I like to be a nice person, so. But yeah, these shoes are cool.
Your food is done.
Oh, you know what I really want to talk about is how much work and effort that you and I put into making videos, making things on Instagram, all that kind of stuff. And you know, when I first started social media when I was getting out of the Army, like, there was so much support for people that like people were sharing your stuff, and not just me specifically, but everybody on there that puts big efforts into trying to inspire and educate and motivate people on social media. very little of it gets shared. There's been this like huge kind of just consume mentality, and that like we're required to make these videos on YouTube and social media, and like nobody needs to help you like get that out to somebody. If you're getting something from this, then share that shit, because a lot of people will also get a lot of it, a lot from it. So, this shit is a lot of hard work. I would much rather not fucking record my shit, and I would much rather just train, and I would much rather do work on my business and be with my family and be with my kids and just focus on that. But we don't choose to do that because we know what these videos can do to impact people, and a lot of people watch these videos and they'll hit me up and be like, yo, I needed that, but don't share it at all, and I'm like, cool, man, I'm glad you got something out of it, but fuck everybody else that maybe could have got something out of it, and that's why it's hard to grow a business right now, because nobody wants to share your shit when you're putting massive effort into this stuff. And I'm not bitching at all, it's just the truth, and you guys know it. Like, how much of you guys that are watching this right now probably sit there and just consume fucking YouTube videos and consume Instagram content and don't share shit, but you'll share some dumbass shit about like, I don't even fucking know.
Something fucking
something
funny.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Something absolutely just ridiculous. That has nothing to do about being better, as a person or getting better or whatever. So, I don't know. I wish that shit would change, man, because this shit's a lot of work. And, when you have people sharing it and things like that, and people, supporting you in that way, it makes you want to do it a lot more. And I'm not saying that I need fucking gold stars and high fives and all that shit, but if you are consuming this stuff on a daily basis, like, tell your friends about it. I remember before social media of anything, if I had a nice piece of gear, if I fucking, knew somebody was doing some good shit, like, bro, I was always trying to introduce it to my friends and things like that. Now I have my own company, so like, I'm not really focused on anybody else, but that's not the same as like what a consumer's mindset is. But yeah, I don't know. I just wish, I remember I got to see what it was like when people did share your stuff and how much impact you were able to have. And I put in 100 times more effort than I did that first year, 2 years to like really help people out and really like inspire and motivate them and normalize myself to where you feel like I'm not like these other influencers, where I'm not an influencer at all, but these other people make you, just the content they put out, they make you think that they're just so perfect and they're just like these superheroes that, it's like, no, man, I'm a fucking normal ass dude, bro. I struggle with shit all the time. Like every fucking day I'm like stressed the fuck out, trying to figure out how to grow a business, trying to figure out how to be the best dad, like the best spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, whatever the fuck I don't even know what to
You're all of those.
Trying to be the best husband, and trying to be the best dad, trying to be the best football coach, trying to be the best business owner, trying to be the best leader, like all that kind of stuff. I stress out about that every fucking day, and I never feel like I'm doing good enough. And that's fine, because that keeps me wanting to push even harder and try to get better and things like that. So, yeah, man, just you guys know, man, like, if you watch these videos, just know that I'm a normal ass dude that has plenty of problems just like you and struggle with the same shit that you do. So we're all on this journey together. So we're here at Fantasy Lake. We just had to wait out another storm that came through, got hail and all sorts of crazy stuff. So it's passed by now. We should be able to get in the water and knock out this 1,000-meter swim. I've already eaten lunch, so I don't really need anything prior to this. But after the swim, I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to take. I'm probably going to throw another scoop of Stay Ready Endurance and this electrolyte only formula that's got 500 milligrams of sodium in it. So I'm going to get the wetsuit on. I have the Roka Maverick Pro 3. This is probably what I'm going to use in October as well, even though it'll be a little bit colder. This is the one that I'm training in, so this is what I'm going to use. But I'm going to go ahead and get changed. And yep, this is, you guys are getting a sneak peek on YouTube. One of the new things I'm working on, this jacket, that tank top from earlier that you guys saw me running in and biking in, that's going to be a new drop this summer. So yeah, YouTube is where you guys are going to get to see a lot of the samples in the future products that are coming from Alpha Country. So let me get this suit on and we'll get in the water. And this one's got red eyes, bro. Why the fuck's it got red eyes? I fished my whole life and never seen a bass with red eyes.
Hey.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
shit.
Look straight down.
Look at these orange ones.
Yeah. That one looks fucking dark as fuck.
They want to mate.
See, they're nice.
It's like are waiting for me to come in.
That's hilarious.
So they can eat. Yeah. Once I got comfortable, it was cool. Once they didn't come eat me. All right, I just went swimming with 100-pound koi fish. They swam next to me the whole time, biting my toes, shit like that. We did 1,022 yards. My bad. Damn, I thought that was meters this whole time. 1,022 yards in 22 minutes. So pretty much going out to one of the buoys and turning around. I did that 3 times. So that is 1 day of training for Ironman 70.3. Did 15 and a half miles on the bike this morning, 6.5 mile run this morning, and then now a little over 1,000-yard swim. So let's go back to the house and eat. I just got back home from the lake, from the swim. So total training for today was 15 and a half miles on the bike in about 58 minutes. Hour-long run, did about 6.5 miles, and then 1,000-yard swim is what I just finish the day off with. I still have a rice cake with almond butter, honey, and salt left over from earlier. And then I like to make these into tacos sometimes. So I got 2 tacos and then whatever is left over in here. Same thing I showed you guys earlier. It's just ground beef, rice, some Greek yogurt, and that pineapple mango salsa. So it's pretty simple, man. Like, if you can just stay consistent with the food that you like, the training that you like to do, and the training that is required for you to achieve your goals, then there's literally nothing that you could do. I said this earlier, I'll say it again, I'm nothing special. Like, I just stay consistent and I stay as disciplined as I can. Discipline does not mean that you're perfect, and you don't have to expect yourself to be perfect. The people that you see on social media, they're not perfect. Whether they want you to try to make you think that they are, they're not. And the reality is that we're all fucking human beings, man. We all go to sleep at night. We all wake up in the next 24 hours. We all eat shit, fucking drink water, all the same way. You know what I mean? Nobody is doing it any other way than you are. So what's really holding you back? I can answer that for you, and that's you. You are the one that's holding yourself back. So get rid of that mindset. Stop holding yourself back and just go chase after the shit that you want to chase after, because we're all going to fucking die anyway. So don't really matter. You want to look back in your life and you want to say that, hey, I went after and I chased after and I attempted to try to do everything that came to my mind and everything that came to my heart of what I wanted to do. So that's all you're seeing me do. I'll see you guys next time.